Hey, what's going on out there, man? Y'all know what time it is. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. prime time. 95 North Sports Machine, man. Your boy Antoine Smith checking in with y'all. Tonight, we're going to give y'all the Houston Texans and Atlanta Falcons preview. Talk a little bit around the NFL, give y'all our X factors for this game. And I got a special guest tonight. My boy Alberto going to take a little break, man. He got personal things going on. He already explained it. But joining me, man, tonight, I got my boy A1 Forever, Mr. Chris Tip Moore, and my boy Larry Dixon from the Dixon way, because Larry always like to have it his way. So, hey, that's what it is. But before we keep going, man, y'all tell the people what's up, man.
What's good, y'all? You already know it's the show that's cool and fly too. A1 Forever Sports. Chris Tip Moore here. Be generational because it's always time to be, and don't settle for less because you can always have more with the vision. Coming in with cold minds, cold thoughts, man. That's why I got my skull cap. I ain't coming to play tonight, man. This is serious business. It's a serious business tonight, man. Doing this preview, Falcons got to bounce back, man. You already know. Thank you, like and subscribe, everybody. Shout out to Smitty for always giving me an opportunity to come on and grace the platform. And shout out to Berto again, handling personal things. But, we definitely going to hold it down for my brother. So, you know what I'm saying? So you know what time it is. Talk to him, Larry.
Oh, what up? What up, though? Hey, man, appreciate you having me in, Smitty. It's your boy, Larry. One half of the Dixon way, my beautiful wife, Shonda, is the other half. We provide you guys with that fire content and commentary during the game. So you watching the Falcons, you ain't at the game, you tired of those announcers, come on over to the Dixon Way, man. That's the tag right there, _Dixon_Way. Mm-hmm. And and join us, man. We're gonna be doing the playoffs with the Braves.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, with the Braves, we do the Falcons every night. Me and the wife are always on the game with the Falcons. We do college football in it. We're gonna get into the Hawks once one of the other teams die down, either the Braves, hopefully after the World Series.
After the World Series, yeah.
After the parade, we getting back into our Hawks, always carrying on out. So we are 24/7, you know what I'm saying, 365, man. We always on, man. So please
y'all check that channel
out, man.
Y'all will see the Dixon Way. Y'all will see the preview for every show they're working on. So y'all go check them out at the Dixon Way, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, that's sports married geniuses. They work together like this.
That's how you feel.
Yeah, they've been together for 22 years, man. That's my soulmate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I couldn't find a better person to find me. You know what I'm saying? I saw her. That was it.
But I got another surprise for y'all. I got my boy, Mr. Swag, in the house. We call him Mr. Swag, but y'all know him as Twisted Torch.
Not Twisted.
What's going on, Twist? How you doing, man? What up?
Appreciate y'all, man. First of all, let me shout out the OG Smitty, the GOAT, up to 9K. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Congratulations, brother.
Consistently taking over. Shout out to my boy Chris, A1 Forever. You don't think I know you? I know who you is, player. I probably know, you know what it is, man. Great content.
I'm not gonna let you slide though, Twisted. You got to do that show intro. Just like you know how I go. You know how I go.
Hold on. Turn me up in
the. I say stop playing, man. Stop playing with them.
Turn me up in the headphones for the people in the background, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat right now, man. We ready to turn up and talk a win, hopefully. Respectfully. If we don't. Shouts out to my boy Larry as well, man. You and your wife doing big things. I was in the background hearing. I got to check out your content a lot more too, man. Shouts out to everybody that's doing great content, bro.
Oh, yeah. He can call the game. I'm telling you. He'll sit there from first pitch to last pitch. So if y'all want dope content, man, reaction videos, please go check out the Dixon Way, man. But before we get started, man, with around the NFL, gotta give a shout out to the chat, man. My boy Zay in the bag, he all the way up in Baltimore. He got that Orioles logo on there, and Orioles in the playoffs. So hey,
congratulations to them.
I told one of my buddies, I think it was Chris. Baltimore scares me the most. So
yeah, because that bullpen is serious, bro.
Right,
and they get to the seventh inning and they got the lead.
Right.
Curtains.
Yeah, man.
Curtains. They come in like this.
Like I said, shout out to my boy Alberto, man. He taking a little break. But as y'all see it, I got great backup, man. These guys always have my back. So Berto, take your time, my brother. When you come back, hey, you know what time it is. But 7-7 West Coast G, what's good, man? William Amy, RGATL for life, my plug, man. Always keeping me up to date on the news when I can't get to it. Eric Mack, Justin Swisher Sweets, my boy Winston Thornton, man. That's my bodyguard. My boy Fogo the Great, Miss Amber Smith, Bubba Gump, Marina.
Bubba Gump, what do you do, brother Amber?
330. And there's this guy from North Carolina, man. He came to the meet and greet, man. We had a great conversation, man.
Dope guy, man. Dope guy for sure.
Man,
Chris,
that meat
Berto,
was something else.
Berto said he liked the intro, man. You got to do it more. Dr. Ganja, Robert Stevens, what's good, man? Ken Folk Reese, that's my dog. Trick 654, Demetrius Jeffrey. Let's see, and Dexter Owens. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. But let's get this thing going, man. We're gonna start off, as I said, man, with around the NFL, man. Not many stories out there, but it's two that I want to talk about right quick, and I want to get y'all a quick opinion on it. Chandler Jones finally released by the Las Vegas Raiders.
Really?
Yeah. And y'all know me, man. I like to take chances, man. Y'all know me. Because I already did a video on it, man. Chandler Jones, if he get it straight up here, which I think is all just a front just to get out of Las Vegas. But we will see. We will see if he can put it back together and become that all-pro that we need. Because we're talking about a guy that had like 112 sacks in a 5-year stretch. That's crazy. Yeah, so tell me what y'all think. Would Chandler Jones be a nice fit here? I just want to know.
Who want to go? Who ready?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Chandler Jones, that was a guy who, some of us had mentioned in the offseason is possibly, a target, man. And having a guy like that coming in, hopefully, like you said, Smitty, he can bounce back. Maybe it's a front. I mean, can you blame the man for trying to get out of Vegas? I mean, I can't. But if we can, bring somebody like that and add him to the line, yeah, I think those pressures are going to turn more into just quarterback hits, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like that, man.
All I gotta say is, y'all remember the game versus the Patriots, where he threw that INT and he stiff armed the QB to take it back to the crib. All we need is plays like that on this defense. Game-changing plays. Put us in great field position to help the offense score points. We can't keep going 90 yards. We got to get those type of plays. Respectfully. So he adds a dynamic that Ryan Neeson loves to have in the front seven anyway.
No doubt, man. If we can add someone like CJ to this team, man, he will make that entire line and defense so much better. And with his ability, as long as he could, whatever things he's going through, hopefully we can, help him out or whatever, or maybe just want to get out of LA. I mean, out of the Raiders in Vegas. Yeah. But having him there would definitely help our secondary. Yeah. And Lemon did a great job at middle linebacker in replace of Troy Anderson.
Lemon doing his thing.
He was filling the hole. He wasn't watching. He was getting off blocks. You know what I'm saying? So we found that diamond in the rough. And I hate that it had to come at the expense of Troy Anderson's injury, but the kid balling, he was second in tackles, and on the front seven, he led the tackles on the front seven. So we can add somebody like that. Oh yeah, man, we can get it popping there.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. To Troy Anderson's defense, he's still learning the position. So Nate Landman, he's been a middle linebacker for a while, so he's used to the position. So when Troy Anderson fully transitions into being a middle linebacker, I think he could be one of the best. I see a lot of Keith Brooking in his game. I see a lot of Jane Laurinaitis in his game. So if he puts it all together, man, I think he'll be a complete linebacker. But
you got more faith in him than me, Smitty. I look at him like I look at Ritter.
But you got to think about it, man. Sometimes being able to think like a quarterback can help him out. He just has to know how to put it together. When he learns to put it together, then he might be all right, because I'm sure he can read coverages out there better than people that's lined up around him, by playing the position. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But my boy Gene Davis said Houston won't be easy. No, they won't.
No, they won't.
My boy Corey Nova said, man, what's good? Found a new subscriber. But all four of y'all be spitting game on these Falcons, no cap. Appreciate that, Corey, man. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Yep.
My boy Greg Custom Kicks, man. Y'all go check him out on Instagram and Facebook, man. He does his thing with those sneakers. He made Uncle Steve some fly Falcon sneakers. I've seen him make Freddy Cougar sneakers. So he does his thing.
All right.
But he says, what up, Smitty? Get rid of his Then corners, we're sitting underneath the routes, having lunch, and really steal through it. Woo.
He got right to it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
No defense. No defense for that. But GB, thank you for that. Thank you for that donation, man. Truly appreciate it. Go ahead, Larry.
GB, that was a horrible play design for the second interception. Horrible play design.
1st and 10 too. After Dixon on the pick on 1st and 10, you throw another pick on 1st and 10.
But the play design was horrible.
No, it was terrible.
Let me walk you through it. He said, okay, we're gonna get rid of his confidence back after he threw that pick. We're gonna go run play action with Bajan. At least he had Bajan in the game, so I applaud him for that. But the two wideouts that went out, Drake and Pitts, they both ran the same depth on dig routes. So while you running, it was in single high. Other safety came down. Strong safety came down.
Sitting right in the middle.
In my mind, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, so Ritter doesn't see, he can't see pre-snap, read pre-snap defenses, or my coach can't go whatever kind of, because you're supposed to have 2 plays, right? Supposed to have like 2 or 3 plays. You feel me? So if they go to single high, it's gonna work. But guess what? Let's don't run that play, because both of the wide receivers are going out at the same depth. It's supposed to be 1 5 yards dig. You know what I'm saying? 15-yard dig. Make that safety choose. They ain't throwing the Pitts, so I make Drake London go short and let Pitts go over the top. Or better yet, post corner. How about that?
Just
How about
have
go away from the corner and throw it back shoulder like you gave it to Drake for the touchdown? Again, man, horrible play design.
We see that a lot though, G. Like where it be the receivers and tight ends being the same exact area. Right. You like, damn, do they not know they depth? What we got going on here?
Right, for real, bro.
And another thing I see what Arthur Smith does is 2 things that bothers me. One, you're taking too long in the huddle for him not to be able to check the play and disguise it and pick it up. And 2, if you see the mistake, you have 3 timeouts. When it's 4th down, if you see something's confused, call timeout and look at the read and go back to the play call.
Do we send 2 plays in at the same
just
time?
regular coaching and time management.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I'll be confused at that. I don't think they do, because he's not doing too many checks at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
they're getting to line of scrimmage with 10 seconds. Can we get to 15, 20 seconds?
Nope. We cannot. Nope. We don't have 2. I mean, we can't have 2 plays there, because you got to go to the line with 2. And he's just like, or they give us this look on 1st down, at least on 1st down. Okay, throughout the game, you got to adjust to what the defense is doing. That's you just coming out after throwing the interception. You know what you want to do.
If they play in zone, you got to find the holes in the zone. It's just that simple. And they couldn't find the holes in the zone. That was kind of confusing to me.
We haven't been.
You got two twin towers that can catch the ball. You got another athletic tight end in Jonathan Smith who can also work the seams. So you mean to tell me out of those three players, no one can find a hole in the defense?
Smitty, they making Ritter beat us. They not playing too much zone. They want him to make competitive catches.
Sitting on all the routes.
They
definitely sitting like an egg. Jonathan Smith had 6 catches for
95 yards.
95 yards.
Leads the team.
Tight end 1. That's a tight end. That's tight end number 1 right there, man.
So we can't.
Your guy from Arthur Smith, man. That's your coach right there. That's Smitty.
My wife told me while we were on with shout out to Atlanta Bird Games Tidy. He was on with me earlier today. Please check out his content, guys, if you haven't, on YouTube and on Facebook. Largest Facebook group for Atlanta Falcon fans. I'm there. You should be too. But she told me that Arthur Smith intimated to the CBS reporter that Cal hasn't recovered from his knee injury yet.
We know that.
You can tell.
But did they say that before the season, or is this coming out now to cover up his lack of energy on route running? That's what I'm wondering. Not saying that he is dogging it, but that's been the discourse in Atlanta Bird Game and Falcon groups around that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? Is he running lazy routes? Is he giving up on getting the ball? Because he argued about it last year with Mariota and was dog cussing out Arthur Smith on the sideline, but just before he got injured. Now he just lost hope? That's what I'm worried about.
He gotta get that dog in him, man. He gotta get that dog in him. Like, he gotta go to Desmond Ritter and Arthur Smith and say, "I want the ball." That's the issue. Where's your hunger? In some plays he's running full speed, and in some plays he's jogging.
But you got to think about it. Think about it, though. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just saying that's the whole offense in certain cases too, man. You see guys kind of half running, not actually thinking they're going to get the ball, but sometimes guys don't want to be just out there just running, just to be running. Sometimes guys, I mean, and they're human. We seen that with Matt Hollins, despite how he dresses it up and handles it professionally in the interviews. We know what we've seen as Falcon fans.
Oh yeah, he got to say that, because if he doesn't, he probably gets fined. He probably gets suspended again.
He might get traded.
All that, but we know what we see.
Right,
we know what we're seeing, because that's how we feel. Lay that ball out there. Ritter on that play actually had time to lay that ball out there too, but instead he underthrows it. And thank God, that it didn't turn into a pick.
He waited too late, bro. Yeah, he kept doing this. You can't wait, and then you got Allen coming in. Allen runs a 4.4. What you waiting on?
Right,
can't wait. We gotta talk about Jake. Bro. He giving that corner up too fast as well. Like, come on, Jake.
Jake getting a little long in the tooth. That's all that is.
Yeah, it was rough to take that game against an elite pass rusher, man. It just
back to back.
Trevon Walker and Josh Allen. Oh, that's tough on anybody, not just the Falcons. But what's crazy to me, and I talked to Larry about it. We talk about what we faced with the Jaguars. They got blew out by the Houston Texans just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so that tells y'all this game is going to be much tougher than people is giving them credit for.
Yeah, if they lose this game, bro.
Hey, real quick, to this point right here, this is a great point. I don't want people to lose the fact that Danielle Hunter would be better than Chandler Jones to me as well. I mean, yes, I'm definitely team Danielle all the way.
But will it cost?
Don't get me wrong. Yes, I like the Chandler Jones thing. But, we work out a price with him or whatnot. But Danielle Hunter, if we can make a trade for him now, I would like that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But would you be willing to give up a first round pick?
Yeah, I was like, what y'all giving up for that man?
Because think about it. Look at the season he's having right now. He's been hurt the last 2 seasons, I think. Had injury history, but think about it. I think he has 6.5, 7 sacks already.
And
think about it.
Yeah, he does. He
The
does.
more sacks he
I
gets, the
believe
higher that price gonna go.
15 solo tackles, I believe, too.
He got more
Right.
sacks than this whole team. So,
and
yeah, dog, we'll have to give up a number one pick.
5.
We need that to replace either Jake or McGarry, slide McGarry in. You know what I'm saying? Let Jake
True.
play out his last few years and then move up the future left tackle. He could be right tackle at first, then move on with the left tackle. I know fans don't want to hear that, but
it is.
I mean, they're going to have to get a quarterback if this doesn't work. I'm just praying that Arthur Smith can coach him up. I don't have any evidence of that he can coach him up. So, but yeah, I would love that move to get Hunter, but I think it'll be too expensive.
Man, that's too expensive.
Let me run this back by you guys, just talking about our stellar quarterback, Desmond Ridder. All right, so real talk. Ridder has been blitzed 36 times, right? Averaging 2.3 seconds in the pocket until it collapses or until he gets sacked, whatever the case may be. Now, out of those 36 times, he's been hurried 10 times. He's been hit 10 times and been sacked 16 times.
Yeah.
That's rough on a rookie-ish quarterback, man. That's rough right there.
So are you saying he's seeing ghosts? What you saying?
No. What he's saying is the offensive line is past
the offensive line is definitely up for discussion as well. I just wanted to throw that in there just because we mentioned something about Jake and just the offensive line period. I just wanted to throw that in there too, man. That's something else that affects a quarterback. Not making any excuses for him because he out there effing up, but I'm just
that
throwing
blind side is important. That blind side important. If y'all seen in the Detroit game, by the time he was in the fourth quarter, he was shell shocked. So
he definitely was shell shocked.
7 sacks, bro. By that time, there had been 6 already. So
but he was already shell shocked. Yeah,
just becomes a sitting duck. Just become a sitting duck. But Ken Reese said, y'all delusional. I don't care what quarterback you bring in, it's not going to work, and I'll tell you why. I can tell you why too.
I can tell you why too. Yeah,
I can tell you why too. It's the coach, it's the offensive coordinator, it's the scheme, and it's just not working. How do you go from last year being a top 3 rushing team to this year not knowing how to dial up plays? And you got to know that every team in the NFL has film on Desmond Ridder, Arthur Smith schemes. So it's just like say like you drawing on a piece of paper and you have to trace it and draw the same thing. It's just they already know what's coming. That's why they sat on routes last week. So Arthur Smith has to change it up. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he needs to find a way. But
the quick game, he got to start. He got to put in that quick game without play action.
Hey, I said that, bro. 3 to 5 step drop, get the ball out of there. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. So
let your playmakers make the plays. You said you want them to be explosive. Give them the ball in space and see what they do. Bijan caught a one-hand stiff arm, one of the best tacklers in the game in Foyer, and went 15 yards. That's gonna happen with these big body receivers. My thing with Ridder though, like you can't take your eyes down when you looking at that. When you observing through your reads, you can't take your eyes down looking at the pressure.
My bad. It was like this. It was like that. 2 fingers on it. Man, that's Bijan.
It was nice, man.
He different.
He dynamic, man, and he's generational.
One way they could have beat that zone last week, man, I think they could have threw a little bit more screen passes. This guy is at halftime had 10 carries for 60 yards, average 6 yards a carry at halftime. So you come out in the second half, you still find a way to get the ball in his hands. And I know Tyler Algier is a part of this run game. But you can't forget about it all the time, right? But like I said the other day, man, 14 carries and 28 yards in the last 2 games. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it.
But so that's what I was talking about before the season, Smitty. We all love Tyler Algier. We have a generational talent in Bijan, and really, I mean, I'm surprised he got over 100 yards, only getting 14 carries. 14 carries. Yeah. I don't know how you. Realistically, split carries and ask Ridder to throw for at least 250. We saw it one game against Green Bay. One game. Other than that, we haven't seen that balance, at least with Coach Smith with Ridder. So I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. And he's going to get hungry. I'm sorry. He's going to get hungry. We all have to accept that. Once they drafted Bijan, he was going to get Huntley. And it is what it is, man. If Bijan has 15 carries, he's going to have half of that. That's what happened. He's going to get Huntley. And people just have to understand. So when we're 3rd and 1, don't go 5 wide. That's an opportunity to use Tyler Algiers. Oh, my bad. That sounds too much
familiar.
Right.
Man, we're talking about Tyler Algiers, who has 104 yards after the contact, man. He's breaking 8 tackles. That's your bruiser. Why are you not running the ball? You got both of your rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, don't get me wrong, Bijan, he's stellar. He's doing the thing, and he's averaging actually 97 yards after contact. Yeah. So he's running up through there too. But it's just, man, Tyler, man, you give him the rock, he does great things with it too, man. You just can't forget about him. But I understand, man, it is hard not to give the ball to Bijan, man, because he is that man, 7 that dude, man. So it's rough. I just wish it was some kind of way we really couldn't forget about, Tyler, because he is a bruiser and he runs with purpose every time he gets the ball, though.
Yeah, I agree. I like Tyler, man. I wanted Jalen Carter. I said it to the hilltop. But we have Bijan, and I don't want Bijan coming off the field. That's just me. Yeah. But
on the
short
field,
yards we need it, 3rd and 3 or something like that. Yeah, I want him in there. Or 3rd and 1 or something like that. Go get the hard yards. We're in the red zone. Yes. You could come in and I'm trying to remember the running back we had a couple of years ago. Well, not a couple, a while
TJ
back.
Duckett.
Yes. And he just come in. He didn't do nothing from between the 20 and 20s. His home was 20 yards and in. You know what I'm saying? And
Algiers can do that.
That's a totally different coach.
Dude have about 75 carry for 11 touchdowns. Because the red zone was his home, man.
That was
exactly.
That was
I'm going to tell you about Tyler. I'm going to say it's about Tyler, though. Tyler, the way his game is set, he cooks the more carries he gets.
Yeah.
He starts to wear the team down 3rd and 4th quarter. Them quarters, and the reason why he's good is because we had him leads. Yeah. When you had him leads, that's when you bring Tyler Algier in the game. Go ahead and stall this clock. We ain't worried. But Bijan, like y'all said, he's a highlight reel. He getting 5 and 6 touches and making something with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, it's to a point. You got to figure out how to get him on the field more, and that's what he's doing. Bijan is leading in everything, in all the categories. So, I mean, why would you?
One more second.
I said this before.
Chris, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, no, I was just about to say, I said this before, just on another live. I'm telling y'all, man. Now, I know it's crazy just putting him up there with a great, but I'm just talking about on sheer moves and shiftiness alone. We got my man Bijan. All he needs is 18 inches of daylight, just like a former great, man. And he can turn 2 yards into 10 yards. He can turn 1 yard into 6. So I totally get it, man. I just wish we had a coach that could be able to use him and Tyler at the same time.
Yeah.
Or what I'm saying, or at least, being able to balance those two out, because both were great. Like, again, we're talking about somebody who averaged 1,000 yards last year in Tyler Algiers. We're not talking about no bum. So it's just
we don't got Kyle Shanahan, bro.
I
hate to be the best bad news. He is the only person that knows how to put. The Dolphins coordinator too.
Got McDonald.
They know how to put 2 running backs on the field in each, and that's what we've been asking for. Where the hell is Flash? Why has he only got 1 play on the offense?
Dynamic offense that has been promised to us since the beginning of training camp,
and we ain't seen it.
I said that at the beginning of the season. I said at the beginning of the season, Chris was on the show when I said it. You got all 3 of those guys on the field at the same time. Who the hell they gonna check?
Yeah,
they can't
screen either side. You can do a screen either side and put
either side, and it's gonna be effective because Algiers has shown he can do something in the screen too.
Exactly.
We've seen highlights. Shoot, from the Panthers game, from the Packers game.
Facts.
You can use him in that same element. The defense wouldn't know exactly what to do because both are bruisers. You got one dude who will just make you miss just by stepping back a little bit. Another dude who will just run it right down your throat because who are you? Yeah. So come on, man.
Tony Big Buck Buchanan says we need to run better route concepts. More creative player that spread on third and one was terrible.
Arthur Smith.
Ooh, we don't seen that. Go ahead.
But what we do versus the Packers though on 3rd and 4th and 1? Toss to the right side where your two best linemen are.
My brother.
Like, why are you trying to switch shit up, Arthur? Do what you're good at. If Rex Ryan was the Jets defensive coordinator and coach, he did what he was good at. We're gonna blitz the QB, and Revis is gonna shut people down every time. You gotta do what you know.
I said it too twisted. I said the only way they're gonna turn around on that right side, you gotta use them to their strength. Yeah. Maybe if you use them to their strength and they get into a good groove, run blocking, maybe it helps the pass blocking. So
no, Smitty, it does. If you watch that film from last year, bro, as they start mauling people over, the passing game starts to get a lot better.
Yeah, because you wear down the defense, and they
getting on their heels instead of their toes. They're on their heels instead of their toes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the first quarter, they on their heels. In the fourth quarter, they tongue out and they on their heels. So, one thing, guys, and I want you guys to
think about that top speed.
I want you guys to think about this. I don't know if our guys can get out and slide their feet enough to get in the screen. Our screen game seems like it's kind of going downwards, especially because think about it. Why does Bijan seem like he has to juke a man every time they throw a screen? Like butt naked guy.
I can answer that right quick.
All right, go ahead.
Answer that. I think it's sense of urgency more than anything. Nobody on that offensive line has a sense of urgency like we seen last year. And Twisted just said it. If you have a sense of urgency, and you got to think about this, man, Chris Lister was the highest rated player last year in the NFL, and this year it's just like he playing, just like back in his rookie year. So it's like he's just taking a step backwards. And then you got to think about it. Matt Bergeron is on the left side at guard. Y'all got to think about the example y'all set for him. So learn how to gel as a unit and do it, like you said, do what y'all did last year, man, because it worked. And we know it can work. And you have a dynamic running back like Bijan behind two.
But you did that with less weapons, though, Smitty.
You did. That's why it makes absolutely no sense.
That's why, exactly, Chris. That's why. With less weapons.
Yeah, so it's on Smitty, man. It's on Smitty, man. I mean, not Smitty, my bad. It's on Arthur Smith, my bad, man. It's on Arthur Smith. He need to call one of us up there and get it right, bro, because it shouldn't be like this, man. And if you got Kyle Pitts and you got Drake London, these are players that you drafted.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't have 5 to 10 plays for them to run that you know they're going to get open by?
Kyle Pitts.
Bro, this is your third quarterback.
I got a question for all y'all right quick. I'm gonna answer the question first though. Berto said Drake London should not be on go routes. He doesn't have the speed to clear out. Scotty Miller should be clearing out those routes, and he's absolutely correct. You got to have speed to clear out open the scene, and that's the problem why they couldn't beat those zones last week. Didn't have the speed. But
great point.
Going into this game, what do y'all think they can do difference against a Houston Texans team that is giving up only 195 a game? So that is going to limit their pass game. So running the ball, Houston is 19th at 116 a game, which is higher than the Falcons. So how do they switch it around in such a short time? Because you got to do one or the other.
Yeah,
they good against the pass, or you got to run. How are they going to switch it up this week?
Well, one thing I'll say is we at home. We definitely play better at home for sure. So the crowd, make sure y'all live, turned up, and rocking, because this team knows how to score points. CJ Stroud is on another level right now. 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. One thing I'll say about their offense, though. I'm sorry. We talking about their defense, right? We talking about stopping their we talking about making plays on their defense, right?
Right.
We gotta do the short game versus them, man. They got short corners. You need to body them. Slants, in cutting routes, curl routes, stiff arm, and get up that sideline. Use Bijan as much as you can.
That sounds easy, but they got a guy back there named Petrie, and they got a guy back there named Stingley. Both of those guys are super athletic. They can play both sides of the field, and Nelson too. They can play both sides of the field. So this is why I think they're right up under us in pass defense. They're just as athletic, just as quick. I'm gonna give credit to D'Amico Ryans. He doesn't have a lot of talent on that offense, but that defense is giving the offense more chances. So
I think Stingley out though, bro.
He might be.
Yeah.
But still, I think they're going to get that all, man. And I talked about it earlier. The way they looked against Jacksonville, that scared me, man, as an Atlanta Falcons fan.
That'll be good.
So I think our running backs can eat off them, though. Eat off their linebacking core. If we can set up.
I think they will, and I think that's going to be the key.
Routes. Yeah, I think that can eat with them for sure. Because they can't cover Bijan. They cannot cover Bijan. I don't care what they say. They can't cover Bijan.
They got a game tackle.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to put
man.
The Lions showed it. Go ahead, my bad. Go.
I do too.
Corey Nova says our offensive playbook too hard to comprehend for Ritter. Woo! Boy, he trying to start a fight. Oh.
Yeah, man. The Texans giving up.
I thought Ritter was the fastest to learn a playbook that Arthur Smith ever saw. Didn't we hear when he first came in? Didn't we say that? And I was sitting here screaming like, "Okay, I'm glad that he's."
Oh no, I was just saying that the Texans. Oh.
You broke up. You got a call?
Man, I don't think that's the problem.
Have y'all ever drawn your own plays up in Madden and y'all sent everybody in the same direction and end up going in the wrong way and they run into each other?
It's confusing.
Same thing.
Smitty, I was gonna say this though. One thing, he got the PC. He ain't playing with you. The Xbox in the background for sure. One thing I will say though. Yeah, one thing I will say though, the Colts in week 2, they did a lot of QB runs that ate up on against the Texans. So if Desmond Ritter, speed option, read options, that can maybe work. They did personalized QB draws though. And Richardson, he's much more of a bigger body, but I feel like Ritter is a little bit elusive, so he can be able to run those plays as well. But they gave him 2 touchdowns on the same exact thing, power QB draw.
Easy question here. Let's switch it to the other side of the defense. How do you stop a young CJ Stroud? He's been playing like a veteran, man, averaging 303 yards a game the first 4 games. How do you stop that?
His confidence is at an all-time high right now, bro. And what I see is he looks at it as, I don't got to worry about nobody taking my position. No one expects us to be good. So we just coming out there and playing. He got 2 young receivers making a lot of plays. Collins, 22 receptions, 3 touchdowns, almost 500 yards. The dude, Dale, the speed.
20 yard to catch. Yeah.
Yeah, 19.5.
But their line isn't good. They're giving up a lot of sacks, though. They gave up 11 sacks. And if you saw that Steelers game, you got to get after him, man, and hope that he misses those reads. One thing we have against them, Ryan Neeson knows how to diagnose or disguise his blitzes to help.
Yeah,
confuse the rookie. The same thing you did with Bryce Young, confuse him.
Yeah,
you're gonna see Bates roaming. We're gonna see what he do. He better stay away from Bates, or it's gonna be a turnover for him for sure.
Well, here's one. Here's one stat that I found out that's real interesting. This kid is number 1 in the league against man-to-man coverage. So we got to mix up our coverages, man. Yeah. If we go man-to-man, this kid will beat you. He will find a person. So we got to mix up our blitz packages. Maybe send a corner blitz once, but don't do it more than once, or he's going to find the receiver.
On third down, too.
Yeah.
He said that
call. Yeah.
He said a key name, though, Tank Dale. You talk about a guy that's about 5'9", 5'10". Dude runs 4.3 40. So you get him in the space, he's gonna be trouble. He get behind the defense. Oh, it's over with. So
we can't have a lapse.
And he's averaging 16.7 per catch.
Mm-hmm.
So
267 yards.
That just tell you the offense is wide open. And if they start passing the ball early, they have a running back in Damian Smith who can cause some damage. Dude had a great rookie season last year. So let's get it, GA. Say, what's up, fellas? I've been saying what y'all been saying 3 years ago, and he's right. You know, I've been saying it. Smitty, you know this. The route concepts are trash. We don't even run mesh concepts. We run combats and stop routes.
Stop right.
Yeah.
Boy, hey,
Preaching,
up, man.
preaching it ain't even
what that collection play that? What that collection play?
Yeah.
That?
He preaching right
Said
there.
something there. Let's get it.
Preach
Shouts
word.
out to you, bro. You said something there, brother.
Wow.
No bunt sets. How do you not
up.
run bunt set and you got big body receivers?
Say that
That's
again.
stupid.
Yeah, he stares down his receivers. He oh man, that's another thing that is just so terrible. And regardless of no matter how you draw up a play, if you're
Chris,
staring down your receivers, it's going the other way.
Chris, let's be real. If you on inside the 20-yard line and you're running a pass play, and you know the playbook, you already know the receiver gonna just throw the ball up there and just let him go get it. Throw it there before he get there. It's just that simple.
Yeah. That's
This
what
is
you're
what
supposed
you
to have
practice.
some quarterback anticipation.
Let's talk about timing. Right.
Timing.
Anticipation. You remember me
Supposed to
saying
know
that the
your
other day?
receiver.
Anticipation. Right.
Yep.
That's what he's
Know your
missing.
receivers.
That's what he's missing, Spitty. That's exactly what he's missing. Anticipate. He's not anticipating them throws yet.
No,
he did it a couple times in that Packers game where when he went to that Drake London end cutting route. He did it a couple times, but he has to do that consistently so it becomes muscle memory. And we got to start off better, guys. And that's why you got. That's why you got to give Flash the ball. Flash, you got to give him the ball to start the drives, bro. When you got a Ferrari, you got to get him out there. Start the game, you get a touchdown, then the defense gets more hype. You get CJ Stroud a little confused, struggling because he's not playing behind these last two games. They going up making scores, and he just continuing throughout the fourth quarter. You got to put some pep on that board.
Speaking of how great that he's been lately, he's the first quarterback since the 1970 merger to have 3 straight games of 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no turnovers.
Yeah.
That's what's coming down here.
It's gonna be this
That's
week.
crazy.
I'm here to tell you now. He's gonna get an interception this week because he likes to throw across the middle of the field a lot. A lot of his big plays is in the middle of the field.
Let's go, Bates.
And I think
Jesse
Bates gonna bait him at least once or twice.
So, that's what I'm waiting on. And hold on, we can't forget, guys. Do we have another first round pick at cornerback that looks like he's healthy and ready to go?
Talking about Jeff Okudah, yes, he needs to be ramped up a little bit.
Jeff look good.
Yeah.
He had 49 snaps last week, so I expect that to be ramped up a little bit better. And he's only been thrown at like
whole game this week.
All pass breakups. Did y'all see that play where they ran like a mesh and the dude ran a corner route and he was confused at first and Jeff Okudah said, "Oh no, I see you," and went and broke it up.
Yeah. That's
on that sideline.
They had that stack on the top side, and he tried to run him up and get him mixed in the mush. He ran right through there, knocked it down. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I almost picked it. I'm like, okay, he ready. You seeing the field like that? Oh yeah, it's finna get ugly for y'all. Y'all better hope we don't get no pressures. Y'all better hope, because them turnovers gonna happen soon for real.
Let's get CJ, man.
And we got a positive sign last week with David Omiyata, a 1.5 sack.
Yes,
that was very positive to see them collapse the pocket. That's what they need to do against CJ Young. Greg Custom Kicks has another super chat. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it.
You, brother.
Let's not mention really don't look off coverage and stare down receivers with his looking ass.
He started to in the second half. He started to in the second half. That first half was just awful though.
Yeah, first half.
Slanger Wood said, fire the offensive coordinator, improve the offensive line, trade for Justin Fields, or run a West Coast offense. I think I said all 3 of those in one video about 2 weeks ago. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't got no problem with giving Desmond Ritter a chance. I think Arthur Smith and David Gold just have to learn how to work with his strengths and not, try to, force him to do things he ain't comfortable with doing.
Well, his strengths are water right now. They oil and water.
I know he's an intelligent kid, man. I know that for a fact because I watched him play a lot at Cincinnati. He can make all the NFL throws. It's just like Mad Mike said this too. the schematics is just way off. And if you can't scheme up a proper offense, it's going to be trouble like this. You're going to see miscommunication. You're going to see people running into each other like they roaches going into a piece of cheese. But I mean, things like that happen, man. But that's why you got to get in the film room, man. That's why you got to bring everybody. I know everybody got their own room that they work with their players, but Dwayne left for the offensive line coach. He got to get with Arthur Smith and Dave Ragone to see how to fix this thing, man, because it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Like you said, bro, they gotta go to his strengths, bro. He's a shotgun type QB. You gotta go to his strengths. Run some plays that will get his confidence up early. Simple as that.
You gotta get him in some third downs, man. Third down has been
great point. What y'all talking about right here. Great point.
Bootlegs,
do some bootleg, read option, toss sweep. And that's what I'm saying, man. Get to the outside where your strength is. Right. We all know Bijan can run through any kind of hole, but his strength is outside. Y'all seen that Packers game, man. Dude was hitting them holes. What he do? Cut outside. That's his strength. Wheel route. That wheel route. Right. That wheel route he ran for 29-yard catch outside. Mm-hmm. So
I got a question for y'all, bro.
Go ahead.
We didn't run bootlegs pretty much most of the game on Sunday, but we chose to run bootleg on the key is down when you gotta have it. Secondly, why isn't Bijan running that Mac Hollins route? That should be like a zigzag route. Why are they running the concept to where both of them are in the end zone? Do y'all know like what was going on in the mindset of that? I just feel like maybe we should have called a timeout and said the hell with that play when they came out and cut. Like I don't know, man. What do y'all think is going through Arthur Smith's mind? Because it doesn't make sense. I just don't get it.
No, it makes sense to Arthur. That's part of his dynamic offense. Man. It was terrible play calling, man. We talk about it all. We've been talking about it. And seemed like during this live, we've been coming back repeatedly to a common problem, and that's Arthur Smith's play calling. Gentlemen, that's straight up. That's what we're coming back to. Arthur, he gives you a headache, man, when you think about it, just because of these.
No, you ain't lying.
You feel me, man? Miss Joy knows what's going on, man. Come on now.
Because he'll look smart as shit one week, and then you be like,
bro,
that's what we do.
I've learned I can't really give him too much credit too soon, because when I do, the very next week he'll slap me in the mouth or something like what we've been seeing. Come on, man. Like, hopefully, just like to the Twisted's point, we will be better at home. This is a homecoming, home cooking. Sure. Ritter's undefeated at home. Falcons scored 49 points at home compared to being 13 points away. Again, right. I will continue to bang the table to get Ritter into third and manageables. First down, okay. Second down, whatever. I want to see Ritter in no more than third and fours. No more than third and fours. I don't even want to go 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4s, and the Falcons have converted on 35% on third down. The Texans are only giving up 46% on third down conversions. I am very interested to see what we will cook up on these third downs, because we're going to get the third down. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, can we keep them third and manageable? That will keep Ritter kind of under – like a little confidence right then. He doesn't have to go so far, because we've already seen when it's 3rd and 6, 7, and beyond, it hasn't been good. So we need to keep him third and man. Like Twisted was saying too about the confidence. Like all of you gentlemen has been saying about the confidence, man. We got to keep his confidence at a certain level, because he's already rattled. Mm-hmm. He can say what he wants to about not hearing the media and everything, man. It's not just the media; it's the fans now too.
We got players
off with his head.
Everybody's watching the game.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, man. And then on TV too, if you're listening to the guys, to the announcers, they're pointing out so many of his mistakes, pointing them out over and over, saying what he's doing wrong. And it's just, come on now, that's national television, and that's early in the morning. That's the first thing that people are waking up to and marinating all day after that loss. Mm-hmm. So it's just, man, Ritter has got to be better, but Arthur's got to be better as well.
He got moxie though, man. You seen Varsity Blues?
He got it.
He's
the
backup. He's the backup. It's gonna take some time. Let's see. Let's see in week 6, week 7 how it's looking when Kyle Pitts is fully healthy and ready to go. It's hard to really judge them without Kyle Pitts, man, and that's the shit that's really pissing me off. Like I just want to see him healthy and see him do what he was doing with Matt Ryan.
Right.
Think about it though, Twisted. When Kyle Pitts get more involved in this offense, I guarantee you it gets 10 times better. You know why? Because he's going to open up every part of the field, and they can choose any lane they want to run through.
Yeah,
we all know this. Blink and Stitch, thank you for always supporting Sports Machine. Y'all please go check out on Blink and Stitch on TikTok and her little self on Twitter. And go to order you one of them custom t-shirts, or order your old lady a bag, or order some eyelashes. She do it all, man. So please go check out.
I'm gonna holler at you,
yeah, man. For sure.
I ain't got on my shirt tonight. I probably wear it Sunday, but trust me, man, she does great work. So please, she inboxes, she'll give you a price, and trust me, she's gonna do great work to get it customized just the way you want it.
Smitty is a whole different person when he got that shirt on by Blink and Snitch.
Hey, boy,
a whole different person. Don't hurt nobody.
Hey, that Todd McClure interview was lit.
Yeah, yes it was. Yes it was. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that out because that was beautiful. Right?
Please go check that out.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And the John Abraham. Get the John Abraham one too.
Oh yeah, John Abraham, man. Hope he comes back on soon, man. Trust me, I think he's going to join us a couple more times this year, man, because I think he's trying to get in the podcast as well. But Todd, man, y'all please go check out Todd McClure's podcast. The Snapback with T-Mac. The link is in the description of this video. And y'all go check it out. Subscribe. Since we did that show, he's gained, I think, over 100 subscribers already. So
I think like 130, 135. He moved.
Right, help him keep. He's well over 100. So y'all help him keep that thing moving. But Quad 7 WCG said a lot of bad offensive line players on Ritter for holding the ball too long. Every team going to be full out blitz because they don't respect him. And I'm telling y'all, I've been saying this, other defensive coordinators still see him as a rookie. So they're going to keep bringing the blitz until he figures out how to audible out and get the ball out real quick. Until he learns how to do that in hot routes, it's going to be the same old thing. But the way to help him is you got to draw better run plays. Pound the ball.
Got to draw better run plays.
I'm telling you, if you get rid of, Robinson, Algier, Patterson on the field at the same time, hey, you already know one. You just got to figure out where you want to send them. It's just that simple.
It should be that simple. Let's say that.
It should be right. Should
Chris. Should be that simple, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying I need more than just competence from my head coach, man. My general
check the super test, Smitty.
Hey, GA Faithful, what it do, man?
GA Faithful, what's good, my dog? That's my dog.
Sir. What up, man? I see you. Yeah. That's the homie.
Yeah, let's see. Why is TJ Yates a wide?
We don't know. We don't know.
Bro, that's an episode of Unsolved Mysteries right there. I'm talking about. I have no idea.
What in the world?
I'm talking about.
Like, he's never ran a rock before. Like, what is he doing?
Like,
how is he gonna tell him how to set people up?
Bro,
it scares me, man.
He know how to give people double moves, huh? All right, whatever. Bro.
He can just scare me because
read the coverage, bro. That's all you can
do. The crazy part about this question, man, we've been talking about this for 2 and 3 years. Terrence Mathis has coached football for the last 20 years. And you mean to tell me you won't call him and see, can he come in and help these guys? It just doesn't make sense. Just like Chuck Smith. He up there in Baltimore right now teaching the same pass rush he teaches at his training academy. And what does Baltimore go out and do? Baltimore looks like a totally different team on defense. So I mean, you got to work with these guys, man. You got to. My boy Berto said, "Will Arthur Smith please stand up?" No, I can't stand up because I'm too short. He says, fellas, his own success is in front of him. Reference back to how you do things in Tennessee. The thing with that, though, Berto, I'm going to be real with you. Derrick Henry just a different type monster. He could carry anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
And
So-
they had AJ.
And
That
AJ
offensive
Brown.
line was a monster, man.
Yeah.
The
Taylor
offensive
Warren.
line was the best.
Yep, they were one of the best in the league for a few seasons, at least top
Yeah.
10 for I think 4 seasons in
And-
a row.
And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I would still go out and sign Ben Jones. I think he's on somebody's practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Veteran center, played for him in Tennessee, knows the system. I think he let Dalman sit for a while, man. You got to switch
better
it up.
than Dalman.
If you can find a way to switch it up by any means necessary. Because one thing about it, if you get somebody here like, and I ain't saying he's Alex Mack, but with some dog and some fight in him at that center position, it rolls off on the whole line. Just that simple. But my boy Uncle Steve, I got a lot of super chats.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Twisted.
Appreciate y'all for
Appreciate
these
you,
super
Twisted.
chats, man. Shout out to the chat.
What you
My
talking
boy
about? I
Uncle-
ain't even what I do. I ain't even say that.
Uncle Steve said, shout out to Uncle Steve, man. Y'all go check Uncle Steve out on YouTube as well. At Uncle Steve's Lounge, man. He always has me on, always supporting your boy. And he says, great stuff, fellas. Lose to the Texans and lose more fan support and belief. We were sold in the off season that DR9 was ready. No preseason required.
No preseason required.
Hold on. Smitty. Read that again. A lot of
Read it
people don't
again?
understand. Read it again.
Especially that
Read
last
it again.
part.
Lose to the Texans and lose more fan support and belief. We were sold in the offseason that DR9 was ready. No preseason season required. But remember this. When I said something about he needed reps, I got roasted. But
You wasn't
Me
alone.
think about this. And me and Chris was on I think it was Green Bay game, and all the fans kept saying, y'all just complaining, we still winning. No, we still see what's wrong with him.
Still see
So
what's wrong.
the things that are going on right now, we're not surprised at all, because it's the same thing that we got roasted about in those first 2 games. We seen the mistakes that he was making. He got bailed out by people dropping interceptions, people missing reads, because Jairus Alexander had a pick 6. Corey Walker possibly had a pick 6. So, man, come on, miss me with that. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all know I just say what I mean. We about 5 or 6 plays from being 0-4. Think about that. Think about that.
Maybe
Think
even
about
less
that.
than that, Smitty.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, shit. Jesse
think
Bates
about-
saved us week
Jesse
1. Let's be
Bates-
honest,
Yeah,
man.
I'm about to say.
2
Bates
INTs, 1 forced fumble. All our touchdowns came off of his turnovers.
Yeah.
But John Robinson,
Yeah,
if he ain't being who he is, it's just
Yeah.
we're a couple
It's ugly.
players away
It's
from
ugly.
4L. But it's so
Hey,
bad.
can I
But
say
you want to
something,
know
y'all?
something crazy?
Oh, go ahead,
What
Chris. My fault.
I was just about to say, but you want to know something crazy? Even though we could a few plays from 0-4, we're also probably even a few plays from being 4-0, because this defense has not been.
Yeah.
This defense has not been flaking off, man. This defense, they only gave up 16 points last game, and this defense has been playing well enough to us to win all 4 of these games, y'all.
And let's call a spade, Chris. They're getting better as the game goes along. If it isn't for the Falcons offense stuttering in the fourth quarter and them getting gassed from being out there for so long, it will be even better.
Yeah,
David Onyemata has 9 pressures, 5 hurries, and he has almost a 90% PFF. That's David
that
Onyemata.
doesn't happen by accident.
Come on, man. They making plays, bro. Jesse Bates
Bates
has almost a 94 PFF.
Yep. Jesse Bates leading in tackles, interceptions, forced fumbles. I'm talking about definitely worth the money, man. That was definitely worth the money. It was a question about a lot of people in the offseason. Oh, you give Jesse Bates that much money? Man, without Jesse Bates, okay, let's say we had Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins back there.
It'll be no INTs this year.
Okay.
Not in the safety position.
All right. Okay.
Respectfully.
And shout out to my Big Low Country, man. Big Low Country, man. When they drafted when they drafted Richie Grant, Big Low said, I think Andre Cisco, who's in Jacksonville, who we played last week, and Holland, who's in Miami, he said Both of those guys, I think, are better than Richie Grant. He said that right after the draft because we did a show right after the draft, and he said that, and he was right.
They went up to get him, didn't they? Right. Didn't they move up to get Grant?
Right. No, they moved. They moved back. They moved back.
They moved back in the second round. You're right. They moved back.
Okay.
So, yeah, man. I mean, he was right.
He only had a couple bad plays though, Richie Grant. Like he just the Packers game where he didn't try to tackle the guy for the touchdown, and then that awful tight end. That tight end was nasty.
Bro, it was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, my boy Mario, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Did y'all see Devontae Freeman said about that Super Bowl blocks? Look like he's going to put the truth out. He gonna put the truth out, so we're gonna reach out to him and try to get him on the show to come talk about it. Let me see you say it with his chest. So we
really mean though.
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna just go look at the tweet. I'm gonna work on it. Trust me.
I'm saying, is he trying to say that he didn't know he was supposed to be blocking?
Yeah, I'm about to get that tweet out. I ain't see it. I haven't followed Devontae Freeman since the Super Bowl. My bad.
But they didn't want. Hey, respectfully, bro, they didn't want to pay that man. That's why they stopped giving him the ball in third and fourth quarter. Let's call it spade, bro. I'm not holding this shit in, bro. They wanted Matt Ryan to win the MVP.
Bro, he had like 86 yards before they stopped giving him the ball.
Cooking. He ran. He broke a 50. He broke a 50-yard run his last carry of the game, and that was in the second quarter.
Yeah,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
And he had that catch in the fourth quarter to set us up for the field goal for 30 yards.
That's what I'm saying. Because he was definitely on his way for like a Super Bowl MVP because he was dogging the whole game.
A whole bunch of money.
But let's not forget Free. Let's hold on, Freeman. You ain't finna play with me like that, player. I watched that game 100 damn times. Let's not forget what you did on first down when we was in that red zone, and we could have shut that damn game down. You trying to juke and jive, and you lost 5 fucking yards. That's not what you do. When the game was on the line, you need a field goal. You just lean forward.
That's true. That's true, Twist.
Yeah.
True.
Come on, bro. Don't play them games not Free. Don't we ain't finna do that, Free.
That's not
I'm gonna make sure if I get him on, Twisted gonna be on the show too.
Yeah, I gotta ask you. I love Freeman. Freeman's the
man.
Feet.
Yeah, don't have me on. I'm
Justin Swisher said, "What you guys think about hiring Eric Bieniemy next year for head coach?" I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Is he available? Will he be available?
Depending on how things turn out this year, Eric Bieniemy might not be here next year. If they win 9 games, Arthur's safe. If they win under 9 games, he's gone. So I mean, I'll wait to the end of the year to answer that. But he's the offensive coordinator of the Redskins. For those that don't know, and I'm gonna be real, and I said this: if Ritter has an offensive coordinator can help develop him, help him read the field, hey, we won't even be having this discussion. I don't think Dave Ragone can do it. I don't think Arthur Smith can do it because look, if y'all think about what Dave Ragone did in Chicago, don't this offense look eerily similar to what he tried to do with Mr. Trubisky? Mr. Trubisky couldn't throw deep. He couldn't throw deep. He could only throw those short to intermediate passes. Sometimes he couldn't even throw those. So I think with the communication, man, it's just all off. Go ahead, Chris.
Who's Dave Ragone?
He speaks every Thursday as the offensive coordinator, but he's not calling the plays. I don't know what the hell's going on.
He's sitting there playing Candy Crush.
Is that the towel boy? That the dude I think with the little buzz cut?
He's gonna get the food for Arthur Smith.
I think he hold the clipboard.
That's what it is.
I think he hold a clipboard and order DoorDash. I think that's his job.
Bro, that's got to be the man at the ticket box. I don't know who y'all talking about.
Hey, I was gonna say, but y'all know 9 games could potentially win this division. So are we? I would say if he doesn't make the playoffs, I win the division for sure. He's gone.
We in the same situation, which I didn't.
What y'all think about? Yeah. What y'all think about this question? The 3rd and 1 dictated the offensive play the whole game.
Yeah, it did. When we went 5 wide on 3rd down with Tyler Algiers, Bajan, and a healthy CP84, and you want to go 5 wide.
Bro,
great comment. I mean,
it's even crazier than that. My thing is, since 2022, last year, we're gonna go back as far as last year, bro. We have ran the ball over 52% of the times, which is tied for the highest in the league. I do not understand why the hell we keep going away from our bread and butter. Something that we drafted for. I just don't understand it. You're not even. I understand people stacking the box. So what? That's your strength. Like the fellas have been saying, we've all been saying, get them moving left on the right to the outside, man. You got two guys you can put on the left side, the right side. Both of them can catch in the screen. We know both of them can run. Come on, man. It's just I don't know. It should be more simple than what it is. And maybe hold on. I got a real question for you. Do y'all think, in y'all expert opinions, and if y'all in y'all heart of hearts, being loyal Falcon fans, do y'all think Arthur be out there overthinking sometimes?
Without a question.
I know he do. I've said that 1,000 times.
Why do y'all give him so much credit?
He thinks he's more intelligent than everybody, and he's outsmarting people. And sometimes he outsmarts himself or overthinks.
No. I think he's dumb. I don't think he's over. I think he listens to people like us, and then come into he's super petty, bro. Y'all ain't seen this. He'll come in. People will say stuff about him or question him in the press conference. In the next game, it seemed like a script just to prove somebody wrong.
Oh yeah.
No, you're absolutely right, Larry.
He's called all us out before. In them press conferences, like, you guys think y'all know, you don't know the coverage they're running. There's two coverages in one. Come on, we see that shit, bro. We watch all 22 just like you.
You better get a hold of your team. You got Mac Hollins about to choke out Ritter,
the quarterback. Yeah. Shout out to my bodyguard Winston Thornton
out there looking so sad.
Shout out to Winston Thornton, man. He always coming through. He said, as soon as they establish our
brother
at the short yard back, our play action will work better. Everyone knows when it's third down and Bijan is in, he's getting the ball somewhere short. Figure it out. Absolutely right, Winston. Can't argue that. But Blinken Stitch said, you know what?
Hold on, Smitty.
Yeah.
Hold on, Smitty. Hey, D. Lawson is hilarious. He said, I think somebody got to be blackmailing coach, bro. That's hilarious as hell. Bro.
Yo, what's good?
Somebody is making him do this.
Hey, man, the chat going off tonight.
We lose to the Texans.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
But I know Twisty got to get out of here, man. He got some things he got to take care of, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I truly appreciate you, man, as always. And y'all go check out Twisted Torch. Blinken Stitch has put his link in the description. So y'all go check out Twisted Torch on YouTube, man. He does his thing, man. We call him Mr. Swag, and we call him that for a reason. So check him out when you get a chance. And if you want to tell him where to find you, you can. But you already know the description. You already know the link in there too. But you can tell them where to find you and what to expect.
All right. So first of all, I'm gonna shout out these three great brothers for giving this good content on a Tuesday night. First off, let me shout that out first. And then, hey, shout out the content, man. This is fire, bro. Like, we got like 130 people in the chat. Great content, great comments, man. Y'all doing y'all thing out there. I want to say this is going to be a tough game. I'll say that first. But I feel like our defense is going to make some plays to keep the game close, for we might only need a touchdown or two. I'm looking at this game being like 20-17-ish, 20-14, and whoever has that ball last is going to win that game. Come in that crowd rocking. I need the stadium rocking, lit. Turn up.
Before you get out of here, give me that X factor. Who you got?
X factor for offense and defense?
Either one. Don't matter.
X factor for offense, we already know who the X factor is. It's going to be fucking Bijan Robinson. I'm wearing the shirt for a reason. And on defense, I think Jesse Bates, man, he throws across the middle of the field a lot. So I'm looking for him to make some plays and and Ryan Neeson, of course, to dial up some plays, get some blitzes his way for sure.
Right. I see you. But man, appreciate you. I hear nephew in the background, man. Tell him I said what's up.
I got you, man. I got you. Appreciate you, man. Shouts out to y'all, brother.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, brother. But that's my boy Twisted, man. Y'all please go check him out, man. He be doing this thing, man. He's been supporting me for a very long time. My boy John, he just the third, man. Big John, he gave me my name, Smooth Smitty. He said, so guys, you want them all to stay 4 tight ends in the whole game? The other teams are 8 and 9 in the box now. That's to be honest, that probably works better. They have 3 tight ends in there once. It does.
Man.
That's what Arthur Smith likes. Hey,
that's what he likes. We talking about y'all. We talking about our head coach now. That's what he likes. So hey.
Okay, this is the second year that another tight end did better than Cal. Now he got hurt last year, so we understand that.
Yeah.
But Pruitt had what 4 or 5 touchdowns last year, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ritter still got it.
Jonnu Smith
leading the
like
team
right now. So,
but we knew Arthur liked Jonnu. We knew it was trouble. Honestly,
yeah.
Remember when we talked about it? We was joking about it before. It was a while ago. We had a conversation. We was joking about it before, but now, you know what I'm saying, Kyle Pitts is really tight end number 2 because Jonnu Smith came in, took snaps, took receptions from him. And like I said, I like, hey man, that 679 for Kyle Pitts, that ain't sounding too far-fetched with how he's being used.
He's gonna have to trust one of those guys before long, man. It's gonna be the Drake London and Kyle Pitts. You got to target one of those guys, make them a difference maker. If you don't do that and you can't get the ball to them, it's gonna be the same problem over and over. But Jonnu Smith, man, shout out to him, man. Coming over for a 7th round pick, they got a steal with that, man. Big
super steal.
They did.
But Atlanta good folks, that's my cuz. He says the Falcons. I'm sorry, if the Texans blows the Falcons out, do you think someone will be given the pink slip fired? Whether it's the coach, quarterback, coach, or quarterback.
No.
I don't. I give them 2 more games at least. 2 home games. After these 2 home games, it's gonna have to be a change, especially if they end up 2-4 after starting off 2-0. Oh, you got to be questioning have he lost the locker room at that point? Because come on, man, let's be real about it. Let's be real.
I feel like we almost on the verge. Just some of the body language we seeing some frustration. We seeing some things that are just not mixing, you know. So I mean, we could be already closer than we think to that. We could be, man. Right. I don't think anyone will be pink slipped or fired after this game. No, I don't. Honestly, I believe if Ritter came out there and threw 4 picks, he would still be a starting quarterback going into week 6. So
agreed. Last question. Every time Ritter does play action, he always hands it off on the opposite side, the running back.
That's crazy. I see that too. Like he don't know the playbook.
He does though. It just
like how you handed off
get back in the film room.
Great point, Pancho.
Great point.
Oh yeah. Can we get a sound effect or something for Pancho on that one? That was
my bad. There you go.
Get that clap. Let me get that clap. There you go. There you go.
My bad.
But hey man, before we get out of here, man, like I said, man, got to get y'all X factors. Who y'all got?
Go ahead, Chris.
All right. So Twisted made some great points, man. I know last week the Falcons defense was my X factor, and I think they did well. It was just, of course, the offense. But I'm going to go back to that Falcons defense. We already know Jesse Bates and what he does in the middle of the field. I believe he is going to bait some people. But I'm looking at A.J. Terrell this week. A.J. Terrell, he's been targeted 22 times. He's given up 12 completions. That's 54% completion rate. 1 touchdown, a touchdown that shouldn't even have been a touchdown. But nonetheless, he's still playing capable. He's still playing good. This week, I believe A.J. Terrell is going to have to show just how locked down he is, no matter who's on his side, whether if it's Tank or whether if it's Nico. I need A.J. Terrell to shut them down and set an example for a guy like Jeff Okudah, who will be getting probably his maximum amount of snaps that he's gotten this year so far. Like I said, 49 last week. I expect him to get more snaps this week. So, A.J. Terrell, I understand Jesse Bates is the charlatan. I understand he's the new guy and he's the new toy for us, and he is worth every penny that we've paid him. But A.J., you still got a payday coming up too. You still have to produce as well. And the Falcons defense have allowed 79 completions, which is 8th best in the league so far. I need the Falcons defense to continue to play up to their standards because they also have other guys that are in the slot as well. but I just know that Nico and Tank are going to be guys that AJ is going to be seeing. So it's just so for me, it's definitely the Falcons defense, and on offense, man, I just need a competent Ritter. I need Ritter to be at home. I need him to be comfortable. I need him to, put all the rest of the stuff behind him, because if he doesn't focus on this Houston, Texas team, we're going to see guys like Jonathan Greenyard or Grenard in the backfield, or Will Anderson in the backfield, putting them on the ground again.
And don't forget about the crappy vet, Jerry Hughes. He there too.
Exactly, Jerry Hughes. And then something else that we have to account for too is those two linebackers who are combined for 50 tackles so far. We're talking about Harris and Tutu, I believe, Henry. And so it's guys that's on that defense with a defensive-minded guy, D'Amico Ryans. Yes, D'Amico Ryans have those guys flying all over the field. And you have to account for those guys. Just talking about the stars, you have to account for them. C.J. Stroud playing out his mind, no interceptions. That right there speaks more volumes to me more than anything. I know what he's done, and sometimes he throws across the field and everything, but regardless, he has no picks. I wish my quarterback had no picks.
But hey, it's called confidence, Chris. That's all it is, confidence.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. The Falcons defense, they have to continue to step up and continue to stay strong, because this offense is still coming along. So it's going to be on the defense, and it's going to be on Ritter as far as my X factors.
Hey, that's a good one, man. Larry, what you got?
All right. Offensively, I'm saying we get a bounce back game from Tyler Algiers. I think that Arthur Smith has neglected him a little bit too much. Hopefully we find a healthy balance between the two. I need no turnovers from Ritter. Yes. We all clowned and said, oh, man, he only threw for 100-something. He was super accurate. But then, hey, at this point, I'd rather see that Ritter. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Ritter throw over, I don't know. He shouldn't approach 25 to 30 attempts at all. Force feed your running game. Make them prove that they can stop the run. They're not a good run stopping team. So make them prove that they can stop the run. Establish your run. Okay. Please get Pitts involved. Please.
Got to.
Before we lose him.
Got to.
Before we lose him, Arthur. Please.
Before we lose him mentally first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you got to understand too. You got to understand too now.
I see it.
I don't think he's 100%. So that's why, I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, exactly. Let him
don't need to be running the ball either. Be running the ball either.
Pop, son.
He's not 100%, because if y'all can see him limping in that run, he's probably at about 75-80%. Let's be real. He's not 100, because if he's 100, he'll have better strides and he'll be able to go longer and blow past those defenders. And I don't see him doing that.
Yeah, let him rest and bring in Pruitt to be number 2. Let Jonnu Smith rock out, and let's do that, because I need to see Algiers. Let's see if we can get some balance again. That was one of our better games when Algiers and Bijan had around Algiers had more rushing yards. Bijan was underneath him, but he had more receiving yards. So let's see how that works. I mean, we won that game, and then Ritter didn't make any mistakes. We're at home. We're against a rookie quarterback. And also, mix up our blitz packages against C.J. Stroud. Don't give him one look so he get used to it and start picking us apart. The kid loves Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the sight lines. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful not to get down quick. We cannot start slow. And I'm not talking about a field goal. Get a touchdown, and then let's get some pressure on the kid. Send some blitzes, but don't be too predictable. You know what I'm saying? My X factor on defense. Let's go Hold on, son. Hold on. We almost
He
finished.
said he got his X factor.
Bye. I see it, son. Thank you. X Factor, Grady Jack, Big Grady finally gets in there and gets his first sack, a key sack, and shut him down. My score is 21-17. Falcons win at home. Ritter stays undefeated at home. Everybody's take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it real quick, man. My X factor on offense has to be Bijan Robinson. Get him in space any way you can. If he gets to where he was like last week, 6 yards of carry, keep giving him the football. Just that simple. Defense. I'm on board with Larry, man. I think that defensive line has to show up, man. If you playing a rookie quarterback, you have to use your veteran knowledge to confuse that guy. If you can do that and get him, throwing a little bit off the mark, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I saw him play at Ohio State. He goes through progression like he's been in the NFL for 5 years already. So you talk about a guy that's far ahead when it comes to IQ of a football field. And I saw it against Georgia. He was going through those crazy progressions with Marvin Harrison. He had like 100-something yards at halftime. So
he did.
Nico Collins, you got to shut him down, man. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, you got to watch him, because you get him in open space, he can take it to the house. So that defensive line has got to step up. They got to step up this game. And shout out to David Onyemata with 1.5 sacks last week. He showed us that he's coming around, man. So the defense is gelled well. Now it's time for the offense to catch up. But hey, we'll see, man. But shout out to Dan Johnson, man. This is my last comment. Late to the party, but Austin Smith needs to stop play calls, and if really struggling, he has to pull him earlier. Definitely agree with that, but I don't think it'll happen because
he's not gonna get pulled. He's not gonna get pulled. And another thing too, man, guys. Just saying, what was the last thing I wanted to? Oh, just talking about the Falcons defense. And to me, I feel like this offense that we're about to face is going to be some of the most high-powered that we've faced so far. Overall with the weapons and the quarterback play more than anything. So I do believe that this defense will be tested this week. I believe they're given, I believe it's 287 yards passing that they're averaging right now. So this defense will be tested against one of the better offenses that we've faced so far. And I just want them to continue to be able to stand strong, something that they have done this season. Don't bend now just because the offense hasn't caught up to you. Continue to, especially the secondary, because I'm looking at the secondary. Secondary is one of my favorite, some areas on the field. So I'm definitely looking at my secondary, and I definitely need them, including Richie Grant, to perform. I say Richie because how he takes those angles sometimes, and we have to keep things in front of him. So, I expect to see maybe some more Hillums and everything as well. Hey, man.
I would love to see that.
So, that's my whole thing about the defense. They've been playing great. I want them to continue to play great, especially against this particular high-powered offense. My goodness, you got over like 700 yards between their two receivers that we're talking about in Collins and Dell.
Nico was going deep. He was going deep every chance he got last week. 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was doing his thing. So you just got to watch it, man. He's one of those sneaky receivers. He's been around for a while. He was actually Deshaun Watson's last 1,000-yard receiver. So, man, that's crazy. But, hey, man, it's been a great show. Shout out to Out of Your Falcon Mind podcast. Please go check them out, man. They doing their thing. Help them get to 1,000 subs, man. Because they putting in the work, man. They support your boy too, man. So shout out to them. I think they come on tomorrow at 7:00, if I'm not mistaken. So please check them out tomorrow at 7 for a great show, because I know they're gonna put on for the city. You can check out Monday's show with Alberto. The 75 meets 95. So go check them out, man. They do very good work. But that's all the time we have for this show, man. We've had a good time rocking out with y'all, man.
Awesome time.
But y'all know how we do it, man. Tell everybody where to find y'all before we get out of here.
All right. Well, again, man, the show that's cool and fly too, man. A1 Forever Sports. It's your guy Chris Tipmore here, man. Come on by. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share. Trying to get to 500 subs right now. So I need at least about 20 responsible adults and probably like 20 adults who are not quite sure. But, all of y'all can just come on over and subscribe to A1 Forever Sports, man, and help your boy get over 500 subs. I would greatly appreciate that and humbly would thank thee. And want all y'all to come through, man, and come by, party with me, talk Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Hawks, man. I like to talk about them all, man, as long as it's, ATL related. Sometimes we get into other things. But, yeah, man, come on by, man. Come by, say hello, man. Come by and be a part of the syndicate.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Go ahead, Larry.
All right, man. First of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on your platform, brother. I really appreciate it. Get my voice out there. I talk too much anyway, but guys, if you want to go and you're watching the game, that's Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Bulldogs, Gators. I mean, my wife is a Gator fan. I'm a Bulldog fan. Hold on, son. Almost finished, okay? All right. But and you get a little Larry too. But yeah, we do live commentary on all our favorite sports teams, man. We try to give you that fire commentary. So turn down the TV, turn us up. We try to be interactive. We got a lot of things we do during the game, you know what I'm saying? And the Braves are about to come on for this magical run. We're about to watch them go to the championship, though. So
yeah, you know it.
Hopefully you guys find us, just like I got the name underneath there. The tag is at _Dixon _Way, man. Just like my shirt say. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for
and I said, man, him and his wife put on a magical show, man. So shout out to them.
You, man.
They working together, man. They the road warriors of the podcasting industry. But hey, man, we've had a great time, man. Y'all know where to catch me at Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube, on Spotify. Mainly catch me on Twitter, man. You go to Twitter at FatBoySlim _21. You find everything I do on there because that's why I posted it. But whatever Roy said, at least y'all not overlooking this game and know it could go either way. You got to be open-minded, man. You got to be open-minded when you talk about sports, man, because at the end of the day, you don't want to keep just saying the home team just going to kick everybody, but you got to be real and look at the faults, man, because everybody got faults. Let's be real. Every team in the NFL got faults. If one team is lucky enough to find those faults, hey, they got a victory. So that's how we just see things, man. We're going to keep it real with y'all 100%. But, again, everybody that supports me, man, description of this video, please go check out other Falcon content creators. My boy Todd McClure, please go check him out on the Snapback with T-Mac. He's getting a fresh start, man, so please go check him out as well. Larry, his link is in the description. Chris's link is in the description. Twisted Torch, he's in the description for sure. But that's all the time we have for this show, man. We've had fun kicking with y'all. We'll see y'all Sunday. See y'all Sunday after the game. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, man, because if we win, it's going to go up. That's all I'm going to say. Yep. But for my boy Larry Dixon, my boy Chris Tipmore, we're going to holler at y'all later, man. Peace.